Hey guys.
Hey, long time no see.
Well, we did not plan that. That got
Or
weird.
did we?
We might have.
We didn't.
We didn't.
We're almost neighbors. Almost.
It's getting soon.
Yeah.
We're just in Stefan's new house, which is 2 streets that way, so we can vlog a lot more.
We'll alternate to keep it new.
How lucky are you guys to get more of this?
We'll do like an entire tour. Well, you know what we do? Every 3 days, back and forth. 2 vlogcasts a week.
And you benefit. It's great.
As long as 6 of you watch, we're good.
At least 6. So we want to talk about, it's been a while now, we want to talk about keepers since that's been declared. So do you want to start off with best overall keepers as a team? We ranked 1 through 10.
Right.
Do you want to start at 10 and go
the team that had the worst keepers, and it pains me to say it.
Let me interject first. This is only this year's keepers. We didn't take into account.
We're not talking about the past. We're only focusing on the future. She's so nice, but Teresa, your keepers are just
god awful.
They're just not there. I mean, and I thought that after the whole wedding, honeymoon period ended, you'd get back onto baseball, which matters most. But you haven't. So I'm rating you as number 10, which is also last.
In her defense, we talked about this at the bar a few minutes ago.
We did.
There was really no one else to take on the roster but Melanson, which we thought maybe you take Melanson.
That's
and
why
Perkins,
you traded for Melanson.
And you get the closer category locked down.
No more weird 7th round, 8th round picks of who do I take.
The dilemma, the Mariano Rivera dilemma, right? You have your 2 closers, and then you can wait. You chose not to go that route. I mean,
I wish all the best because you're one of my favorite people in the league, but I gotta rank you 10th. I'm sorry. So you want to go at 9?
Yeah, number 9. I went with Matt.
I did too. Yeah.
Yes. I mean, that Teixeira pick puzzled me a bit.
The dude's 48 now.
Yeah, I think having him for 2 more years just might be risky.
Yeah.
Soler and Gardner, they're good.
I mean, they're solid, but the Teixeira pick. But again, you sound like a really nice guy, and I'm sorry to say that, but you are not last, but you're next to last. And then 8. You wanted me to just lead off with 8? One of my best friends in the entire world, but Marcus, you can have too many second basemen.
You absolutely. But what we had also just talked about, Rugned is supposed to get outfield eligibility, which will ease this load. So maybe it was smart.
But we cannot focus on maybes or possiblies. We got to focus on what's in the writing now, and that is an 8th overall keeper list.
But Rugned is going to be a damn good keeper.
Oh, I'm a Rangers fan. I love Rugned. He's amazing.
And Panic is, can't argue with Panic either.
Right, but you can't keep both.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, no, I know.
Well, and then he also has Trevor Bauer. I just don't think much of Trevor Bauer myself. I don't know.
I mean,
That's me.
You're making the best of what you have.
Number 7, we both put David.
David, yep.
Nola, I like. Franco, I like. And Harvey, I love.
But the problem is Nola and Franco.
It's a like, not a love, I think.
Right, and you like them, but compared to the rest of the league, you don't like them more than what everybody else has.
Exactly.
You're getting to that point where it's not terrible, but it's not great.
Nola's going to put up a real solid ERA for the next 2 years and a good whip, but he's probably not going to win much being on the Phillies.
Yeah, they're not a good team.
So
they're not. Yeah.
Number 6.
Oh, it starts now, huh?
Starts now.
We're going to start criticizing him.
Welcome to 2016, Alex.
Yeah.
You're pitching.
Alex.
You should have kept pitchers. I don't know what the hell you were thinking. You had 3 chances.
Yeah.
You had 3 chances, and you didn't keep pitchers.
Why not?
Stupid. Stupid.
I mean, I can't make fun of you too much because you finished ahead of me, but I can make fun of you a lot because it's my show.
Alex.
With Tanker.
Just choose pitchers. I mean, it's not that hard.
What if you just went? What if you just built up on pitching so you would win?
That's our thoughts. Number 5, Brandon.
Yeah.
Solid keeper list.
You're gonna kick all our asses this year, but that's another.
We'll get to that
topic.
soon.
Yeah,
but Severino, Stroman, and obviously everybody knows I have a man crush on Mookie Betts.
Betts is amazing, and then as a Rangers fan, I hate Stroman. And those of you that follow the playoffs, you know what. So Brandon, you have an amazing team, and I bow down to you with your tanking while winning strategy.
That was amazing. That's a hell of a job.
You got to come to Austin, and we can just drink
impressive.
a bunch of beer and talk
he's
about
about to have a baby.
Ooh.
So, no.
I hope my wife is not about to have a baby, but she might be. I don't know.
Oh God, that's not the
I might live
appropriate place
here.
to announce this. Number 4, we'll just go ahead and move on.
Good old Andrew Tanker sitting there at number 4.
I put Derek.
No, I put Derek as 3.
Oh, you dick.
Yeah. Well, you tell me why you think.
Right, so Derek, the reason I put you 4, I mean, you have Tanaka, who I think the world of, but injury risk, right? Keuchel, I think, obviously he won the Cy Young. He's great, but I need to see one more year from him until I believe fully. And then JD Martinez, who's solid. No.
So that was our biggest difference. Was I actually truly believe in Keuchel wholeheartedly, and that's why we.
I'm just waiting. I'm gonna wait and see with Tanaka and Keuchel right now.
Hey, he's like a fat Greg Max's kid pitching. That's a whole other topic.
Is fat like 160 pounds for him?
I mean, Greg Max's kid's 140, so I'd say 155.
Tubby, yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit of a beer gut there. Yeah. So I have Derek Rupp, Tanker, but I have Tanker as 3. You both have very good keepers. I like your pitching style.
I went with the all-pitcher keeper.
Yeah.
Which Alex, you totally should have done.
I think Archer and Odorizzi are 2 great keepers. I really do. Step-wise.
I was thinking of the problem. The Rays probably won't compete, right? So the wins probably aren't there, right?
But every other stat is there. So
talking about Trey Turner right now.
We just watched MLB Network because we need it to be baseball season now.
Number 2, we moved on to this guy.
Me. Yeah, that's what I set myself up for.
So
you gotta love the low Kane. You have to love the Jake Arrieta, and you gotta kind of like the Shelby Miller. He's steady, he's consistent. He's with a winning team now, maybe.
Shelby Miller, like the most puzzling off-season acquisition.
He's kind of like the Peyton Manning of baseball. He's not athletic looking. You don't know how he does it, but he does it.
He's good. I like him. I mean, he was my team most of last year.
Oh yeah, we made. Oh, hold on. 2 of my keepers were from your team last year.
You're welcome. And wait, I have keepers from your team too.
Oh, that's true.
So, anyways,
tit
number
for
1,
tit.
tit for tit.
Dustin.
Tits.
I like tits.
Dustin.
Do you like tits? I like them. Let's cheers to tits.
All right.
Sorry, Teresa.
Number 1, Dustin. Obviously, freaking sick keepers. Blackman.
I don't want to talk about.
Blackman is your worst keeper.
Yeah, which would a lot of teams be his best. That'd be my best.
That would probably be
like
7 teams' best keeper.
Yeah, that's amazing. And then you also have on top of that.
AJ Pollock,
who I tried to sneak in on Facebook saying that wasn't on my roster, but everybody caught me.
And Jacob deGrom, who I hear is pretty good at baseball.
I don't think he's that good.
So good for you, Dustin.
Dustin, I like you though because you filled in for a guy that didn't pay attention, and you paid attention.
You do pay attention.
Yep, I got a shave too looking at this screen. Yeah.
All right, so let's move on to individual keepers now. We just talked about a few of them.
Best or worst? What do we want?
Let's go with best first.
Let's go with best first.
The top 5 best individual keepers.
Can we go from 5 to 1?
Yeah, and I'm gonna start with honorable mention then.
Okay.
I had Kane, Blackman, Keuchel, and Betts is my 4 honorable mention. Which
and that tells you how good our list is.
My goodness.
Yeah. And I also have I have Kane. You have Archer. Who has Betts?
Brandon.
Okay.
I mean that's a great honorable mention. Number 5. Who'd you put?
I put Betts.
And I have Matt Harvey.
I put Harvey as my 6.
I mean, again, like you're splitting hairs here. Number 4.
I put Archer.
I've got DeGrom there.
Yeah. I like Archer a lot, mostly for the United Way commercials that we see.
Those are good. You know, Archer was a Cub.
I do. Cubs still win the World Series.
Can you imagine though?
Do you want to pay $2,000 to go to a Cubs game if they go to the World Series? Yeah,
easily.
I mean, let's do that.
Can you imagine though if you go Arrieta, Archer, and Lester's your number 3?
Best number 3 since the Braves back in the 90s. Yeah, 95 Braves.
What a shame.
Yeah. So 3, I have DeGrom. I think DeGrom's
I had him
amazing.
4, so about the same. 2.
I have Arrieta too.
Speaking of the Cubs.
And then 1. God damn it, AJ Pollock.
Yeah, there's no question.
Who we're going to see in about a month.
5-tool player, yeah. So Stefan and I, for the rest of you who don't know, we're going to Arizona together to see the Cubs and
D-backs play a couple
games. Join
we
us.
have a room. You can sleep on the floor.
April 9th, 10th.
I'll buy you a beer. If you're Alex, I'll buy you 3 because I made fun of you way too much.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Now the worst keepers. I did not do honorable mention here, but
No, because it's not honorable to suck at keeping.
But
players.
you know, like having
maybe
said
it is,
that,
though. Maybe it is.
It's not exactly like there was an easy, clear top 5. Like, oh, this keeper's bad.
No, there was an easy top 2.
There was an easy top 2, but like the rest of them are like, I would keep that guy.
Yeah. So we had to base the 3 through 5 off of what you already had. So really, I'll just make fun of the top 2, and then the rest will be like, I understand, but you loaded up on one spot. So my number 5 worst keeper is Franco.
Mikel Franco, yeah, and that is no offense to him.
And he's a good player, but you kind of already had that going for you. So David, right? David Kip Franco.
Is this not recording anymore?
I think it's off. You got to push play. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh shoot. Okay, now we just.
Hey, there we go. No, yeah,
Yeah.
we figured it out.
All
You
right.
got to see us in our true selves. We're both very kind.
Yeah.
I have Franco there.
Yeah.
Franco is
number
not.
4.
Who did you
Glenn
have?
Perkins.
Oh, me too. Yeah.
Okay, and the reason, great closer, Teresa. Fantastic pick. I
But-
really don't have anything against this except its value.
Right.
So if you're looking at a keeper is a 6th round or later. So what you aim for is to get a top 5 round.
And the
pick.
only way I could see you doing that is if you kept Melanson 2 being like, hey, I cannot get closers. I want to
closed
lock
off
down.
this position.
And that's
Yeah.
my problem. I cannot get closers. I want to lock it down, not leave myself to impulsive bad decisions. But you didn't keep Melanson, which I don't understand. You're so nice. I don't get why you did that. So, yeah.
Number 3, I think we both went with Joe Panic here, right?
And I think he's a good keeper
Great-
if you don't already have.
Great keeper.
If you don't already have Rugnet Odor.
Too many second
There-
basemen.
yeah.
Too many.
That's what we said. Like, it's not a bad player. It's just bad. It's bad because you have similar style, talent-wise there.
I'm sorry, I'm watching a little
Yeah.
bit more. They're talking about the top 3 prospects of the last 4 seasons, and if
Hey.
you look at 2012, Bryce,
Hey, Addison Russell.
Matt Moore, and Mike Trout.
Addison Russell's up there. There you go.
That's my guy.
So I'm going to go with my number 2 worst keeper, Mark Teixeira. The dude was good 10 years ago with the Rangers.
No, he was great.
Oh, he was an all-star. He was fantastic. He with Hank Blaylock were amazing.
But he's old.
He's like 36
He's injury
years old.
prone. He's not going to lose playing time to Greg Bird.
No.
So there's that. But
And you have him as 2 as well?
I have him as 2.
You want to go with number 1?
I mean, it's an
We
obvious choice
both
of-
shared it. I mean, it's
everyone shares.
Teresa.
Brandon Moss.
You're
Good God.
amazing, but Brandon Moss.
That was
What?
That's an 18th round pick.
Oh, I got another beer from that talk.
Like,
You talk about
That's
it.
literally like an
I'm
18th
sorry.
round pick.
Yeah.
Like you could have. I don't. Okay, fair enough. So we're gonna move on. That's my fridge, guys. Anyone wants a beer? Feel free.
Last live oak.
Yeah, go for it.
Or what do you have in there?
So we're going to talk about the strengths of every team right now, given the draft. We went in the order just of what the drop-down menu was in Yahoo, so there's no order to this.
You know what? That Brandon Moss pick just really upset me, and I had to get another beer.
It should upset you. If you guys have not heard of Live Oak, by the way,
So
it's
in the
best brewery in
the
the
last
entire
4
world.
years in the world beer competitions, Live Oak Hef has finished second in the world 4 years in a row. Only they finished
the world's
second
oldest brewery.
to the world's oldest brewery.
Yeah. It's pretty amazing.
Can we just cheers to
Austin,
that?
Texas.
Could
doing
we
it
be
big.
that good one day at what we do on
Nope.
this vlogcast?
We absolutely
World's
cannot.
second best vlogcast?
We absolutely
Nope.
cannot.
So yeah, and you all love us, so appreciate this.
So anyways, best teams so far, strengths of teams. Teresa, we'll start with her.
Yeah.
We just ended with her.
Trout.
Her outfield is really solid right now.
Yeah.
I will give you that.
Anchored by Trout.
Anchored by Trout, of course. I
Who
mean,
is-
when you have the number 1 pick,
Mickey Mantle died in '96,
Good on ya.
and then he was born again, and then became Trout.
was Trout born in 96?
No, he was
Oh.
before that.
Yeah, I
I'm
was
just
about to say.
trying to be comical.
Oh, that'd be 20 years old. Yeah, okay.
He's not that much older
Not
than
that much,
though.
yeah.
Yeah.
Number 2, we had David.
David, I like your Votto 3rd round pick because I wanted him right after you drafted him.
You destroyed Stefan's
Yeah.
life with that.
You did. I got really mad.
You
in front of
got you
kids.
got first baseman for days. You got Abreu and Votto and V-Mart.
Do you want to trade for after I don't get a 3rd baseman? One of your 3rd baseman, I'd be down to
First
do that.
baseman? Or third?
3rd.
Oh.
I'm talking about
Mikel Franco?
yeah.
Who
No,
you
I'm not
just
saying
shit
that
on?
either. No, I've just had too much beer. I'm just lost now.
And also he has Carlos Correa. So
that's good.
That guy's pretty good.
But you're still only finished.
Would you take Correa in the first round?
No.
Really?
No. Would not. Second, yes. Not first.
Right.
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah, there you go.
Marcus.
Marcus, your weakness is also your strength. Second baseman, you have too many. It's terrible.
You do.
Panic, Odor. You got to choose one. It's one or the other.
But on the other hand, we've got Wheeler and Syndergaard and Bryce and Upton.
He also has Tyler
Prince.
Clippard as a keeper.
Yes. And Jonathan Lucroy, who I thought, when you made that pick, I would have probably put him as number 1 or number 2 on that keeper's list until he had last year.
Yeah, when you made that pick in February of last year, I thought that was amazing. It was like, holy shit, Tanker, look, my boy Marcus is good at drafting. And then you
fly.
But we're going to go see Cal play at UT, so we'll talk about it then.
Yeah. So number 4, Matt. I'm confused.
I didn't have Matt there. I had Alex.
Well, we're not ranking. We're just talking about
we're just talking about that? Okay.
So Matt, I don't get the Hosmer pick.
I don't either, because you already have first baseman.
You have 2 of them, in fact. So now you've got your utility filled out plus first base. Hosmer's good. Hosmer's good, but I thought there were needs there that weren't addressed.
Did you hear Hosmer tricked the Cuban government into showing Kansas City games in Cuba?
Yeah.
Nobody thought it was Cuban because he's
solid,
so
right?
white. Yeah. Is that white? I understand what he drafted.
Also, you have really good Cubs, though, so that's great.
Yeah. And also, Hosmer's so likable. Like, he's just such a likable guy.
The whole Royals core is, really.
I mean, except for Ned Yost. I don't like Ned Yost. But everybody else I love. I love how Davis is just like now this amazing relief pitcher. When he pitched for the Rangers, he was like 6 years.
Remember when you drafted Sally 5th round last year?
Yeah. If I drafted him 6th round, you'd be like,
good
pick.
Totally good, yeah.
Let's go with Alex
we
now.
I was going to go with you. Okay, Alex, your pitching is terrible.
Alex, your pitching is abominably terrible.
Ooh, ouch.
Ooh.
You know what's funny about Alex's draft, though? Is if you look at rankings, he would have got Bautista the first round and Edwin coming back.
Yeah,
and somehow he got super, super lucky.
So, Alex, I like to make fun of your pitching, but you obviously know something I don't about fantasy baseball, and you've done amazingly. But I'm still going to make fun of you every week because you're the only guy that comments on what I say. So I put you as my number 16 in keepers, but we're not doing rankings right now. We're not ranking. Yeah, we're just talking.
Stefan, let's talk about you.
I actually like my keepers. I do. I like Locaine. I really like my Arrieta pick because somebody traded me Arrieta. It was amazing. And then Shelby Miller going to a winning team is going to pick up a lot more wins. I feel like I have a steady round of keepers. I like it.
I mean, and we're counting your draft here. What I said, you've got like every position just covered right now, and
it's a balance. Well, besides one, we're not going to talk about that.
It's a super balanced lineup right now, and
we're just trying to win our money back. That's all we're trying to do.
I mean, and I told him before the Matt Carpenter pick, he was disappointed in it. And I think it was just such a great value pick.
You said that to me. You said, great pick. And then when I drafted Braun, you said nothing, which I think you thought that was a bad pick.
No, I don't think it's a bad pick. I'm not a Braun.
Well, it's a gamble. We're not going to talk about liners. So I think my team is a top 4 team right now. I do.
It's a bold prediction.
Top 6 team right now.
That's very possible.
There we go. So Tinker thinks 5. There we go.
I don't know. I haven't thought about it that much.
I just like talking in front of a camera. I love talking to all of y'all.
Let's talk about Dustin.
This is what I'd say about Dustin. Dustin, you know what you're doing. You've done a very good job.
You know what my advice would be? Don't screw this up.
Dustin, last year at this time I was saying, Tanker and I are both talking about how the Nats are going to win the World Series, and they fucked it up. Don't hire a Dusty Baker to manage your team, and you'll be fine.
That is right. Now, there are the Gattises and the Puigs and the Springers that are question marks, right?
But those aren't your picks, though. Gattis isn't his pick, right?
No, he picked Gattis.
Oh, well, yeah. You are starting to Dusty Baker this up.
So, I mean, Puig wasn't yours, Springer wasn't yours. But they're 10 years, so who cares, right? Because they're like...
Oh, hey, a Springer for a 10-year. You can see,
I mean, but he could boom or bust.
Dustin, come to Austin with Brandon. We'll have a great time. Just talking about baseball, drinking beer,
There's a
Talking
Buffalo Wild
more
Wings
baseball.
here we can go to.
There's one right down the road. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm sure there's always a Buffalo Wild Wings
on,
right down the road.
183 and
yeah, it's
35.
up north, right? That's like 10 minutes
Super
away.
far away.
Get us the company discount.
That's right.
Bring Brandon with his baby that's coming. It'd be great. Yeah.
And I've never met Courtney, so I don't know.
It'll be great. It's a great time.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
Derek.
Kutch in the second round. Oh my God.
Was that like the luckiest thing to ever happen
My speech
to anyone
to everybody
in the world?
is, why did you guys that were picking after the 5th pick let that happen? Why'd you let that happen? Who did you get in the first round? Tanker. You can't even remember.
No, I can't. Let me
can't even remember.
Oh, Anthony Rizzo. Right. I needed first base. That makes sense.
Okay.
But I also needed outfield. But I had to make it. I feel like outfield is deeper.
But Kutch is a top 10 player.
Okay, but I regret it now.
You probably could have gotten first base value that area puts up.
But who knew? Like, who knew?
Who knew?
You know.
It's an Aaron Rodgers situation. And you know what? Dustin picked up Aaron Rodgers, and now he's going to win a Super Bowl again. Oh, did Derek draft Aaron? Oh, shit. Derek drafted Aaron Rodgers. Okay.
So,
yeah.
Screw you, Derek. You also got Scherzer and Strasburg, so you're a Nats fan, and I appreciate that.
I don't actually like your Cespedes pick at 4th, but I'm just going to do that. I don't know.
That's value. Are you kidding?
How much faith can you put in him?
Not much, but in the 4th round. So, David, we were just talking about David's Gomez pick. In the 4th round, it's so worth it. Oh,
so
look. Corey Seager, number 1 prospect.
Oh, who has him? Hold on. Wait. Time out.
But
everybody, vote. Who has him?
That means we just missed Giolito.
Yeah.
Damn it.
But I have Seager.
So anyways.
This is actually good. This is a good segue to talk about
so
Seager.
We're talking about Derek, though.
Yeah.
4th round pick of Yoenis is totally worth it.
I agree.
That's like a second, third round pick.
No, he's a 3rd round pick. He's going to hit 270, hit 25 bombs. I mean, that's pretty good. The thing that I would think of is, who would you draft higher, Cespedes or Braun? Although you hate Braun, but I mean,
a Met and a Brewer asking a Cubs fan. Come on, that's not gonna happen.
As a Ranger fan, I vote Juan Gonzalez.
We're just gonna move on. We'll move on to me.
Yeah.
I have all the pitching.
Tinker, your pitching stuff's gonna be amazing.
I feel like that Hamels pick was a really bad decision. But
in a draft sort of like world, thinking about who the value is, you probably wouldn't.
That was not my need. I have needs, and that wasn't it.
You've won 4 categories a week.
That's what I feel like.
Yeah.
Is that that kind of, I have depth. I have more depth than anyone else at pitching. We'll say that. Alex, learn a lesson or two.
Also, if you're still watching, thank you. It's been a really long podcast, but we like to hear ourselves.
We're at 23 minutes already.
We like to.
Let's move on to Alex then.
Send a vlogcast back and talk to us.
We already talked about Alex, didn't we?
We were done. That's it.
No, Brandon.
Oh, I have no comment because you're just too fucking good.
Brandon's team is going to mash.
I'm not talking about him.
Mash. I mean, for those of you who don't know who Brandon has right now, his infield, Chris Davis at first.
Yeah, that's a good first baseman.
That guy's pretty decent.
Who's his shortstop?
D. Gordon at second.
That's a top 3.
He's a professional hitter. Troy Tulowitzki at short. That guy's pretty decent.
Doesn't have a third baseman.
Third baseman is Nolan Arenado, who's my favorite third baseman in the world.
That doesn't count.
And then in the outfield, you have Cargo, you have Mookie Betts, you have Dickerson, and Billy Hamilton is dumb, but I hate him. But anyways,
this is
your
my
team's
thoughts
gonna mash.
on Brandon's team. We are all most likely shooting to get our money back or more with 2nd or 3rd. Because this team is amazing.
But you know what? We said that last year about David.
Yeah. But David's so nice. I don't want to say bad things.
But we said it last year.
Hey guys, come to Austin, Texas. We'll show you a good time. It'll be fun.
Here's the question now, though. Who's going to pay us the money that they still owe?
I mean, I paid my money that I owe, even though you said I didn't, and then
you did. I think like 3 people still owe. So
it's also Tinker's really good at wiffle ball now. It's amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's my contacts. I had to change them out. And number 2, Marcus, are you gonna draft? Like, what's going on here?
You're my best friend from college. We had a lot of like really fun times talking about stupid stuff that doesn't matter that we thought mattered in the past. But just draft.
Please.
Just draft.
We were actually really hoping that we would get to announce a pick live on air here. And
I have to pick live? No.
We've been like 24 hours. So anyways, we got Marcus, and then we've got Brandon again because Brandon has 107
I can
picks.
tell you who I'm going to draft next if it comes to me. Greg Max's kid. He's 140 pounds and 6'1".
6'2".
6'2".
He looks like a toothpick with a giant jersey.
He looks like me when I didn't drink beer yet.
Well, I guess that's after 25 plus minutes. I think that's probably all we have for
all of you that watched. If you answer this trivia
wait,
question,
we were going to talk about one more thing. Best and worst MLB pickup of the offseason.
Oh, yeah, okay. Worst, in my mind, I will go first. That rhymes. David Price. Not the player in our league, but the pitcher. That's just too many years and too much money for that guy.
Agreed. But I'm going to go with Shelby Miller.
Oh.
Great player. What in the hell, though?
You give up a lot for him.
You gave up your entire future. You Padres did this year. And the Padres were terrible last year for giving up their entire future, and now they're screwed. The Diamondbacks gave up their entire future. Now they're screwed. I don't understand it. It makes no sense to me. But that wasn't even the one we even talked about. Giovanni Gallardo.
Worst. By far. 3 years, $35 million to pitch for
great
the
salary.
Orioles. For him, that's great.
No, I think that's fine for the Orioles. 3 years, 35?
But you're tied in for 3 years.
I think that's fine. I don't have a problem with the contract. I have a problem with the fact that they gave up the first-round pick. When I'm thinking,
that's a good point.
If you give up the pick, that player has to be the guy that gets you over the hump, right?
So just to give all of you that don't understand this how it works, which most of you probably do.
All right.
But if a restricted free agent doesn't sign the qualifying offer, the team that signs him loses a first-round pick. And that's what the Orioles did. They lost a first-round pick for Gallardo.
Which is fine if they're in win now mode.
But they're
not. Feel like
they're a wild card or 87, 86 win team.
Also, Matt, if you're watching at this exact very moment, I remember I told you about the Harry Carey documentary. It's on right now.
It's really good.
I'm not going to text you. I'm going to tell you in here, and that's your
Does the Sun still announce for the Braves?
Skip?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, Skip.
TBS isn't on anymore. So.
Yeah, who knows? Sports.
Best pickup of the offseason.
So, my opinion may differ from yours, but I think Greinke's contract with the Diamondbacks is pretty good. That's my best.
You said it was the worst.
No, Greinke's is good.
No. I'm switching.
Oh.
I'm going to go with David Price.
Oh, well.
Because, I said Giovanni's not the pitcher to get you over the hump. Is David Price
So you're willing to win a World Series to pay much money after the fact? If you're the Red Sox, you have a lot of money. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm looking at too much
if I'm the Cubs,
yeah,
you give $1 billion to win one World Series, right?
I also think the Cueto Giants deal for 2 years is pretty good.
Deal.
Yeah, because he's going to pitch pretty well there. But I think Greinke's going to be amazing there. He's faced those hitters before. But to win a World Series,
but the Diamondbacks aren't going to win the division.
No, they're not.
And so you gave up.
They're going to get a one game.
You gave up your entire future to bet on a hopeful wild card, right?
Well, maybe. We'll see. You're going to win that wild card if you have Greinke pitching in that one game playing.
Against Mad Bum? I mean, it's not like it's easy.
Do you think the Dodgers are going to win the division?
Probably.
Oh, it's an even year. We will see.
Which is why I said Mad Bum.
We've got to just end this because y'all been watching for too long.
30 minutes.
Cheers.
Cheers to you guys thank you for watching this far.
Just come to Austin. Any of you come to Austin.
Stefan has a brand new house soon, and you guys can stay in there and not mine.
I have a kegerator and 2 bedrooms.
In theory, you will.
It's not there yet.
He also has a dining room table if anyone needs it.
God,
but anyways, so we'll talk to you guys later. Probably next week.
Sure.
Marcus, draft. Thanks. Bye.